on now to conclude this part of the section with what we call the volley round, and it's a structured, timed section. And what will happen is that one team will be chosen and given the chance to put its best point or argument or most demolishing anti-ballistic missile that it can in its opponent's argument. There'll be one person on that team will be given 30 seconds to make that point. At the end of the 30 seconds, a bell will ring. They will have to stop talking. At that point, the other team, one person on that team has 30 seconds to respond. Then it swings back to the original team, 30 seconds to rebut, and the final team, 30 seconds to rebut. And the way we will decide which team has that option is I have a deck of cards. I will cut the cards. If the card comes up black, this team gets the option. If the card comes up red, that team gets the option. I can't see this, so you have to tell me what color this is. Red. All right, so you get the chance to put the point to the other team. Which of you wants to go? And I will tell you, it's Derek.
Yeah,
So it's going to
go
go
first.
Derek, and then your
Show
30
the back.
Your 30 seconds starts now, Derek.
So, Kristen and Elliot, you have tried mightily to deny that Obama is part of history and that he inherited something and that he should be judged by what he inherited and what he's leaving behind. So the question I have is, embedded in your critique, what are you proposing that Obama should have done that would be different than George W. Bush?
Time is up. Elliot, your answer.
So again, you cannot get away from George W. Bush, can you? The question is, did Obama's foreign policy fail? And our argument is, judging by what he said he would do and judging by any reasonable criteria, he failed. Were there alternatives on Syria? Were there alternatives on Russia? Yes. And on Iraq? Yes. And they were put forward by his cabinet and by his senior military advisors, and he chose not to follow them. That's his prerogative. He's the president. He gets paid the big bucks. But it's his choice. And I really would like to see you get through a round without Bush.
Vikram.
The President of the United States makes countless impossible decisions on a daily basis. Some of them are almost impossible to have a right choice. You basically have your choice of less worse options. What President Obama inherited is fundamental to whether he succeeded or failed. And by any reasonable measure, he succeeded. We do not have 200,000 troops deployed overseas. We can afford to make choices. We can
Kristen
make
Silverberg.
investments.
You're acting as if holding him to some unreasonable perfect standard. We're holding him to the standard he set for himself and the standard any reasonable person would expect. Did he in fact end the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq? Did he prevent mass atrocities? Did he succeed in resetting our relationship with Russia? Did he build our influence in Asia? And did he strengthen our credibility? And the answer to all those is evidently no.
So
All right, that concludes round 2 of this Intelligence Squared U.S. debate, where our motion is Obama's foreign policy is a failure.